Hello, this is James. Konami has given us a great gift in the form of a single ultra rare dream ticket to be redeemed for any ultra rare of our choosing, both event nonsense and any ultra rare up through Gaia Genesis, up through the 14th main box, right up against the 5Ds era of boxes. So this is an exciting opportunity. We are going to do a discussion. I will give you my top picks. And before we do that, I want to go over what we are not picking. What we are not choosing with the ultra rare dream ticket is anything that comes from an event. Basically, not so much for the old players. The old players know to get the staples and the whatever ultra rare that they've been emotionally fixating on, such as Buster Blader, which I totally understand. But definitely don't get those event cards that you don't have access to because the event has passed, such as Goyo Chaser. So Goyo Chaser comes from the Trudge event. You can't get it anymore, but when the Trudge event comes back around, when Trudge is added to the gate, you will have access to the Goyo Chaser. He'll keep plenty well, I promise, so please don't redeem your ticket on cards like this, or this, or this, or even DD Sprite. Even cards that you can get from ultra rare PvP tickets, that's only a once a month supply. This is like a once a year supply. So make sure you get a main box ultra rare card that's going to break the game. We're going to scroll all the way down. I'm starting by release date because I feel like in general the better cards are the newer cards. So the first pick is going to be everybody's favorite, no, not Axe Raider, get out, Sphere Ebola. So Sphere Kuriboh is a great tech against OTK decks. OTK decks are not going to go away. They just kind of, they never recede fully. It's just kind of a constant ebb and flow of the tide. And attacking in the Sphere Kuriboh gives you that much more consistency over the OTK decks because they generally don't have any way to prevent the Sphere Kuriboh, and then you break their full investment turn, and then you can pick apart their board after that. Now, Sphere Kuriboh, I would say Sphere Kuriboh is high up on the list because it comes from an old main box, and if you can, like, it's the only thing that's good in the main box in the very first main box, ultimate something. Anyway. So if you just want to pick out your first Sphere Kuriboh, that's what it's there for. That's what the Dream Ticket is there for. However, I wouldn't get the full stack of Sphere Kuribohs, just because, like, especially if you're a newer player, Sphere Kuriboh is not integral to, excepting for a relinquished deck. Sphere Kuriboh is not integral to really any deck. It's just a tech against OTK decks. It's just it's just a tech against really any deck. Like Sphere Kuriboh is always clutch, but rather than loading up on Sphere Kuribohs, there's more exciting cards that you can fill your deck with that actually do things. The relinquished deck gets great value out of the Sphere Kuriboh. Most decks just use it as the hand trap. So basically none of this. Okay, you can get this. We can get relinquished from farming Pegasus. Don't use your dream ticket for Pegasus for relinquish. Pegasus will laugh at you. Yeah, none of these. Let's see here. Amazoness Paladin, you get one from Ma. You can also get it from Ultra Rare Dream Ticket, Ultra Rare PvP ticket, but it is an Amazoness card. So Amazoness have been hard power nerfed. Let's see here. So this, the next one is Floodgate Trap Hole. So I redeemed my first dream ticket for Floodgate Trap Hole, otherwise known as Old School Canadia, and the entire reason was because Canadia wasn't available for that dream ticket. It's a similar function, locking down the opponent's monster permanently, but the activation condition is more stringent than Paleozoic Canadia, and also you don't get that free monster. Now that since this dream ticket does give access to Paleozoic Canadia, I wouldn't get Floodgate, but if you're maxed out on Canadias and you want more of that form of removal, then you can use your Paleozoic Paleozoic Floodgate. Your Floodgate Trap Hole. Cosmic Cyclone takes on new significance because of the updates to a lot of the draw skills, particularly Cosmic Enlightenment and Kybercorp Bling only require you to be at a deficit of 1,000 life points for you to get that blingin' enlightened party started, to draw your prismatic god cards, to draw your Jinzos, and Cosmic Cyclone. Having Cosmic Cyclone at 3 is newly attractive because you can Cosmic Cyclone, you can get that removal, and then you can draw your god or you can draw your Jinzo, and Cosmic Cyclone is the best of the generic removals, I feel. It does cost 1,000 life points, but you can use it whenever you want, and it removes everything. Nothing is immune to the Cosmic Cyclone. Whereas, like Galaxy Cyclone gives you extra value, but you can only use it on your turn, and you can only use it on set cards and all that kind of thing. Into the Void is kind of a cheese card. I wouldn't get Into the Void. I would instead get Dark World Dealings. Each player draws a card and each player discards one card. This is like for the same reason you would get Sphere Kuriboh. Cheese decks, they ebb and they flow, or rather they flow and they ebb. And Dark World Dealings enables those cheese cards, but it's kind of a double-edged sword because then you're also letting your opponent draw into more options. Maybe they draw a Kuriboh. Maybe they discard a Bacon Saver. Maybe that totally shoots your whole win condition. But Dark World Dealings, like Cosmic Cyclone, has now Dark World Dealings has a second dedicated deck that can make use of its full capacity, and that is the Silent Swordsman. We have the Silent Magician deck, and we have the Silent Swordsman deck. If you draw into you can draw whatever you want, and then you can discard the spell card for the Silent Sword Slash or the Silent Burning, and then banish it to search the monster. Dark World Dealings, and it's the other thing about Dark World Dealings. It's like Kuriboh. It's kind of in a box by itself. Dark World Dealings is the best thing in its box. Let's see now. Kind of a sticky wicket is these three cards right here. So Paleozoic Canadia, everybody loves Paleozoic Canadia because it's awesome. Masked Hero Anki and Vision Hero Witch Raider. So this is looking at these two cards is kind of like a personal personal peak of mine, because I kind of want, like, I'm kind of envious of the people that went day one into Masked Heroes, because if you went day one into Masked Heroes, you had a good relevant deck since before Amazon's coming into now. Only recently are they kind of like tier 2 for more than a couple weeks, according to Duel Links meta. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Masked Hero Anki, so that I can actually play Masked Heroes. But well, two things. I got really hard shafted on my pulls. I pulled some packs out of the selection box. I didn't get any of the new hero cards. And also, like, these three cards are in a really good box together. So if you go in the Valiant Souls and you pull any of these, then you have succeeded. And I kind of want to go through, get maybe an Anki or a Witch Raider, and then use the Dream Ticket on the other one. But that's just my personal beef. I do think that Anki, like Canadia, their main box ultra rares, a lot of people have put a lot of resources into getting these cards. So I think those are going to be the last cards that Konami's nerf. And Canadia has seen high levels of use and survived multiple ban lists with nary a scratch. So I think that Paleozoic Canadia is pretty safe, just like the Masked Heroes. Now, to finish this out, I would not get Silent Waifu or Gold Sarcophagus, because you're just committing yourself to buying the structure deck. And while it does, if you get the Silent Waifu, while that does save you the $6, $6 for a guaranteed ultra rare that is meta relevant is a bargain. Like, I wish I could just pay $6 and get a Masked Hero Enki. Everyone does. So, you know, if you're that hungry for the silent thickness, I would recommend just paying the money for the structure deck, and then using the dream ticket on a main box ultra rare that will either give you access to a new meta relevant deck or improve a plurality of your deck. So that is my ultra rare dream ticket discussion. I hope that it has been helpful and informative. Thank you for watching.